Let's talk about SiteGround Domain Registrar, and this is a review of the tool. So here is our verdict. When you think about SiteGround Domain Registrar, I want you to think about scalability. So if you are in search of a reliable and scalable domain registration service provider for your personal or business needs, SiteGround Domain Registrar is a commendable choice in our view. Its user-friendly interface, strong security measures, and attentive customer support make managing domain names a breeze through this provider. So this is really good, especially if you are trying to manage multiple domains and if you have e-commerce needs. For instance, you have an online store, basically SiteGround will kind of help you. Although minor issues like technical hiccups or billing concerns may crop up occasionally, the overall feedback that we had, especially from users, multiple users, indicates that you have a high level of customer satisfaction, and a SiteGround Domain Registrar is a trustworthy and dependable option for effectively registering and managing domain names in our view. So what are the pros and cons of a SiteGround Domain Registrar? I mean, no human activity is perfect, so SiteGround does have some drawbacks. But I want to first talk about the positives. So the pros: it offers reliable domain registration services with high uptime and excellent performance. It provides a user-friendly interface that makes it very easy to register, manage, and renew domain names. So you have the synchronization is really happening within a SiteGround Domain Registrar. It offers 24/7 customer support, and you have that the customer support happens via multiple channels, including a live chat, phone, and ticketing system, ensuring prompt assistance is actually available when needed. SiteGround Domain Registrar provides a domain privacy protection for free with every domain registration, helping you to keep your personal information secure. Now, this is an important feature because some other players, they're charging you for it, and SiteGround is giving it to you for free. And SiteGround also offers a range of complementary services such as web hosting, website building. You have SSL certificates, so you have a comprehensive solution for your online presence. So SiteGround is kind of similar to Bluehost in that sense, the all-in-one sort of service. What about the drawbacks? There are certain drawbacks that you need to be aware of. It has limited domain extensions. It has prices that are slightly higher for additional services, such as hosting or SSL certificates compared to other providers that we have reviewed. And SiteGround lacks some advanced features or integrations available with other registrars, so something to be aware of. Let's talk about the value added. So who SiteGround Domain Registrar is best for in our view? So you want to choose SiteGround Domain Registrar if you prioritize reliability and uptime for your domain names, if you lack scalability, if you want your domains to be accessible and secure at all times, if you prefer, let's say, a user-friendly interface for managing your domain names, so you are basically sort of piloting everything from a single dashboard. If you value prompt and knowledgeable support for your domain-related inquiries or issues, you will love SiteGround Domain Registrar. If you value domain privacy protection, this is really good also because your personal information remains private and secure, especially when it comes to the whole ease data process. If you want a one-stop solution for your online presence with a range of complementary services, including web hosting, website building tools, SSL certificates, and more, you want to choose a SiteGround Domain Registrar. Now, there are some scenarios where SiteGround Domain Registrar is not really good for you. So you want to opt for other domain registrar aside the SiteGround Domain Registrar. If you seek a domain registrar that offers the absolute lowest prices, SiteGround is not really cheap. Okay. If you want a wide range of domain extensions with more specialized or niche extensions, you want to go for other players such as GoDaddy, for instance. If you require advanced domain management features, or let's say you have complex domain configuration requirements, then SiteGround is not really the best player for you. If you prefer also to use separate providers for domain registration and web hosting to sort of diversify your online assets or take advantage of specialized services offered by different providers, then you want to go for others. I mean, this is kind of cool also because we actually think that sometimes it's best not to have all of your eggs in the same basket. So you can have one player for domain registration, another player for website hosting, and another one for SSL certificates. You want to opt for alternatives also if you have highly sensitive privacy or security requirements. Okay, and because SiteGround is not really the best in that sense. If you require domain registration services that comply with specific regulations or industry standards such as HIPAA compliance for healthcare related domains, then SiteGround is not the best player on that front. I want to talk to you about benchmarking. So what SiteGround domain registrar really offers? Let's go a little granular so we have a clear idea about the services, the modules, the capabilities that this player brings to the market. Okay, so SiteGround domain registrar provides a comprehensive suite of domain registration services designed to meet the needs of individuals like you. Okay, and individuals and businesses, by the way. So SiteGround domain registrar offers a wide range of domain extensions. So you have a vast selection of domain extensions allowing you to choose from popular options like .com, .net, and .org, as well as country-specific extensions and also new innovative TLDs. TLDs, top-level domains. Okay, you have a simple domain management tools. So SiteGround's intuitive domain management interface makes it very easy to register, transfer, and renew domain names. With the user-friendly tools, you can really manage DNS settings, whois information, and domain privacy preferences. So we love that aspect of things a lot. And that's kind of cool, especially when you think about the fact that SiteGround is not cheap though, but they do have competitive pricing. Because when it comes to pricing for domain registration, renewal, and transfer services, you will love the fact that SiteGround is pretty interesting, especially because they frequently run promotions and discounts. So you have pretty much cost-effective options for securing your desired domain name. You have free domain privacy protection, so especially through the whois database. You have reliable technical support. So SiteGround provides reliable technical support to assist with any domain-related issues or inquiries, and their knowledgeable support team is available 24/7 via live chat, ticketing system, and phone. So this is kind of cool. So you basically have a prompt assistance whenever you need it. They also have domain transfer assistance. So if you're looking to transfer your existing domain to SiteGround, their domain transfer assistance ensures a seamless transition process, and their support team can guide you through the transfer steps and address any concerns along the way. So that's really fantastic. You also have additional services through SiteGround. So in addition to domain registration, domain registration is only one aspect of their work. In addition to domain registration, SiteGround offers a range of complementary services to enhance your online presence, including web hosting, website building tools. You have SSL certificates and more. And this comprehensive suite of services allows you to create and manage your online presence efficiently. Let me talk to you about the specs here. When you think about SiteGround domain registrar, what are the specs you need to think about? First of all, where does this player stand out? So you have a wide selection of domain extensions, okay? The TLDs, fantastic. So we're talking about traditional TLDs, but also country-specific TLDs or even niche-oriented TLDs. By the way, TLDs, top-level domains. You also have a user-friendly interface, okay? And you also have a free domain privacy protection. That's really cool. And actually, SiteGround includes this essential feature for free with every domain registration. So this ensures really the privacy and security of your personal information, especially, as I said a little earlier, when it comes to the whois data process. You have competitive pricing. You have also reliable technical support. That's kind of cool. Now, there are areas where SiteGround domain registrar falls short. Okay. And first of all, you have limited promotional pricing. So while SiteGround's regular pricing for domain registration is competitive, you might find that promotional pricing or discounts are not as readily available compared to other registrars, and this could affect your search for cost-effective domain registration options, especially when it comes to scalability, right? If you have multiple domains to actually register, you might find a SiteGround a little more expensive. You also have limited domain management features. So although SiteGround's domain management interface is user-friendly, it may lack some advanced features available with other registrars. If you need more, let's say if you need more robust domain management capabilities or customization options, you might find SiteGround's offerings somewhat limited. You might want to go for Bluehost, you might want to go for DreamHost or GoDaddy for that matter. There are additional fees for premium services. This is where you want to pay attention, because if you don't really calculate pretty well, you might actually end up paying a lot more. While SiteGround includes domain privacy protection for free, you might encounter extra fees for premium services or add-ons like domain transfers, domain parking, or premium domain extensions. This cost could impact the overall affordability of using SiteGround as a domain registrar. So this is an important element to think about, especially if you want to use SiteGround for multiple domains. Let's talk about onboarding. So how do you acquire SiteGround domain registrar? I mean, not acquire, but how do you get a domain through them? And so you actually, it's pretty straightforward, nothing really complicated here. So what you want to do is that you want to actually visit the SiteGround website, right? And you navigate to the domain registration section, search for your desired domain. So use the domain search tool to check the availability of your desired domain name. Enter the domain name you are interested in and click search to see if it's available. So select your domain. So if your desired domain name is available, you will be prompted to select it. So also pay attention to the TLD. So you want to like the .com, .org, .info, and so on and so forth. You want to review the available domain extensions and choose the one that best suits your needs, the TLDs. Choose your plan, because after selecting your domain, you will need to choose a domain registration plan. And SiteGround actually offers various plans with different features and pricing options. So you want to select a plan that aligns with your requirement. The last thing you want is to actually break the bank. So make sure that the plan that you have actually fits with your budget. And then you want to complete the registration process. And it's one of those things where you have to see what really works for you. But once you actually choose your domain and plan, proceed to the registration process. You'll need to provide your contact and payment information to complete the registration. You want to configure your domain settings. So there's an option for you to configure your domain settings. This includes setting up DNS records, email forwarding, and domain privacy preferences. You want to verify your information. So review your information to ensure everything is accurate, and make any necessary changes and verify that your contact details are correct, because that's the info on which SiteGround is going to base their billing, is going to base their customer interaction with you. Okay, and that's it. You have to complete the purchase. If you're satisfied with your domain settings and information, complete the purchase by confirming your order and making the payment. And SiteGround accepts various payment methods for your convenience, so that's kind of cool. And you have to actually access your domain control panel. So this is where you actually track everything, you monitor everything, and this is kind of cool. And what happens here is that you can manage your domain settings, renewals, and other domain related tasks. And you just start using your domain. Very simple. With your domain registered and configured, you are ready to start using it for your website, email, and any other online presence. And SiteGround provides guides and tutorials to help you get started with using your domain effectively. So pretty straightforward. Let's talk about SiteGround domain registrar, like the alternatives. Okay, you have a lot of players that are competing with the SiteGround. You have GoDaddy, you have Namecheap, you have Google Domains, now a part of Square. You have also Bluehost, you have Name.com, and you have Hover. And so GoDaddy actually is known for its extensive domain name offerings and user-friendly interface. So GoDaddy has been around for nearly 30 years now. So it's one of the largest domain registrars globally. It provides various domain-related services, including domain registration, website hosting, and website building tools. That's a really good. As a matter of fact, you also have a GoDaddy e-commerce department. Okay, so if you want to have, let's say, you want to open an online store, GoDaddy can help you, not a problem. Namecheap is another popular domain registrar that offers affordable domain registration services, along with additional features like domain privacy protection, SSL certificates, and website hosting. It's known for its competitive pricing and straightforward domain management interface. You have, as a matter of fact, we have actually reviewed Namecheap on another show, so you want to avail yourself of that show to really learn more about Namecheap. You have Google Domains. So Google Domains actually offers domain registration services with features like domain forwarding, email forwarding, and integration with other Google services, even after selling this service to Square. It provides a clean and user-friendly interface, making it a convenient option for users familiar with Google's and Square's ecosystem. You have Bluehost, as I was telling you a little earlier. Bluehost is a web hosting provider that also offers domain registration services. It provides a range of hosting solutions tailored to different needs, along with domain registration options and domain management tools. Okay, and Bluehost is known for its reliability and excellent customer support. You have nim.com. nim.com offers domain registration services with a wide selection of domain extensions and additional features like domain privacy protection, email hosting, and website building tools. It's known for its competitive pricing and user-friendly interface. And then you have finally Hover. So Hover is a domain registrar that focuses on simplicity and customer service. It offers domain registration services with features like domain privacy protection, email forwarding, and DNS management. And Hover is known for its transparent pricing and excellent customer support. So what are the extras here? So when we think about SiteGround Domain Registrar, what are the customer reviews saying? Well, customer reviews on SiteGround Domain Registrar really vary across different platforms, providing insights into user experiences with the service. So on platforms like BBB, you have a Better Business Bureau and Trustpilot. SiteGround generally earns positive ratings, with many customers praising its reliability, user-friendly interface, and responsive customer support. And SiteGround typically maintains a BBB rating within the A to A plus range, reflecting its commitment to customer satisfaction and service quality. Trustpilot reviews also highlights SiteGround's strengths, with many users expressing satisfaction with its domain registration services and additional features. However, occasional negative reviews mention technical issues or billing disputes, underscoring the importance of thorough research when selecting a domain registrar, right? But overall, customer feedback indicates that SiteGround Domain Registrar is a reputable and reliable option for domain registration, but it's really essential to consider both positive and negative reviews to make an informed decision based on individual needs and preferences. So what are the pros before we close to this conversation? What are the pro tips here? The thing is, whether you choose a SiteGround Domain Registrar or another domain registrar, you always have to choose the right domain name. You want to consider domain privacy protection. This is an important element to really think about. You want to renew your domain on time, right? Because the last thing you want is that to actually lose your domain, because a domain name is like a rental agreement. You have to actually pay for it every single year or every quarter or every 2 years or whatever. So set up auto renewal for your domain registration to ensure it doesn't expire accidentally. Keep track of your domain's renewal date and renew it promptly to avoid any disruptions to your website or email services. Secure your domain. Enable additional security features like two-factor authentication 2FA to protect your domain from unauthorized access. Regularly review your domain settings and update your password to maintain security. You want to explore additional services so you can take advantage of complimentary services offered by domain registrars such as SiteGround. For instance, you can think about website hosting, SSL certificates, email hosting, and website building tools. And bundling services can save you time and money while streamlining your online presence. You want to research pricing and promotions. For instance, compare pricing and promotional offers from different domain registrars to ensure you are getting the best value for your money. Look out for discounts, deals, and special promotions that can help you save on domain registration and related services. And also, an important element to think about here is to read the fine print, right? Review the terms of service, the TOS, and any additional fees associated with domain registration, transfer, renewal, and add-on services. Pay attention to contract terms, cancellation policies, and refund policies to avoid any surprises later on. And keep your contact information updated. This is an important element, okay? And you want to update your contact details promptly if they change to avoid any communication issues. So, as a recap, overall, when you think about SiteGround Domain Registrar, think about a service that stands out as a reliable and user-friendly option for managing your domain names. With competitive pricing, free domain privacy protection, and excellent customer support, this service offers a comprehensive solution for individuals and businesses alike. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So what is the epilogue here when we think about SiteGround Domain Registrar? I've spoken to you today about this was a review of the service. I gave you the verdict, the value added, the benchmarking, the specs, the onboarding, the extras, and now the epilogue. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.